This is a brief video. You're about to see us here in just a little bit. What happened in this particular episode? We had our special guest.
I know this is an apology. Okay, look. I'm sorry I pushed that old lady out of the way. She clearly had more items than were required for that lane. Look, it's 12, lady. It's not 15, okay? I'm sorry about your hip. There, I've done it.
Aren't those lanes actually 15?
You know, a 2 and a 5 look really similar when you look at them. But I'm sorry. Fine. There's my apology.
So in this particular episode, you're going to watch us play a game that's supposed to be called True Confessions. We got the idea from, I think it was Jimmy Fallon. He made this idea. I'm not 100% sure. But we mistook some of the rules, and we ended up playing a game that was like a mixture of that as well as Two Truths and a Lie. We do understand the difference between the rules now, but after having already done it, but we're going to go ahead and enjoy the video anyway, because it was still a lot of fun to do. It was a lot of laughs.
Failing before our eyes.
But now that we do know the difference, of course, we will have Two Truths and a Lie as actual episodes. And then, of course, we will do True Confessions. So enjoy our first attempt at Two Truths and a Lie or True Confessions. I've lost. I'm going home.
Emphasis on the attempt here. It's still funny.
Enjoy the video. Today, we're a group of guys that collect toys, but how well do we really know each other? Let's find out.
You don't know me.
So today on Nerds with Coffee, we want to go ahead and welcome special guest Bryce. He is our other special co-star from Alternate Heads.
Thank you for joining us for a cup of coffee.
I'm so glad that you have provided me with zero coffee.
Yep.
Yeah. To be fair, we
so
also
inhospitable.
have no coffee either, but you know.
Don't worry, there'll be something.
I didn't have enough time to make more cups, okay? But so basically, we're gonna play a special game. Bryce went ahead and agreed to be on today's show, which we couldn't, appreciate more.
Mistake number one.
Exactly, especially after you saw the last episode we just did. As you can see, we got some water guns on the table. We're going to play a special little game. I don't think you know of it. It's called Two Truths and a Lie. Basically, simple stuff. We've got some cards here that we have each individually written down. We've got them numbered 1, 2, and 3. The guys will then pick one of the numbers. Whoever's been, whose ever turn it is, will then read what's on that card. It'll either be a truth or a lie. After we've given that statement, we will have 1 minute to ask questions to determine more if you can guess if it's a truth or if it's a lie. If let's say it's a truth and you guys both guess lie, then I get to squirt you with the water gun because you got it wrong. But if you get it right, you get to squirt me with the water gun if it's my turn.
I'm fine with that.
Do I have to put the questions like I would put them in Jeopardy?
No.
Okay.
In fact,
we're basically going to be good cop and worst cop on this one. So.
Forgive me as I pull up my phone for a fun little stopwatch. I guess I could just do it for a timer, right? Yeah, that'd be fun. So I'll have a minute up every single time that we decide to go ahead. We will go. You put the. Well, to be fair, I have a nice phone, so it'll probably survive.
It's waterproof.
Okay. Well, you know what? Generally, we like to make a fun reason as to why we're going to go first, but we're going to go ahead and let Jason go first.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Let me take the safety off this thing. I want to make sure this is ready to go.
You got to be careful.
I just dropped my questions.
Go ahead and pick up your stuff.
It's like I know what they are. So
do we want to pick 1, 2, or 3?
Let's go with 3.
You're the guest. Okay, well, we're picking number 3.
Okay, number 3 is I once fought and won against 3 Marines in a fight.
All right, starting timer. So you fought? I knew you were in the military.
Yes, I was in the Navy.
Okay.
Did you win the fight?
I did win the fight.
Why were you fighting?
One of them was drunk, and he had lost a game of pool against me, and the other 2 were his friends and didn't appreciate me fighting their friend. So then they just decided to all join in on the fight, and I beat him.
Was there money on the line?
No.
Okay, so like the pool game wasn't. He just got upset because he was drunk.
He got upset because he lost.
What year was it?
This was 2002.
How many punches were thrown?
Maybe 2.
So they were so drunk they couldn't defend. They couldn't really fight.
Correct.
Okay, but did you have anything to drink?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so he's drunk. Oh man,
I wasn't drunk.
What was said? What was said? What were the words?
The first one said he was getting salty throughout the pool game, and then finally he just said, "You know what?" And there were some curse words thrown.
And that's time. So we were given a full minute. I have, it's so bad because we deal with Jason a lot on a regular basis. He's told us many stories. I honestly don't know if this one's a truth or if it's a lie because of the fact that it's not out there. That's something that I could see you doing. But I'm going to say it's true.
My lie detector that's internal is telling me that you are not lying. It is a truth that you have just told.
We both think it's true. Jason, was it true?
This is true. I got into a fist fight with 3 Marines.
Oh, baby.
No.
Hey, it works.
Okay.
I think we need an agreed upon shots fired.
Well, I thought
we'll give more warning before.
I thought we had.
Good job missing the microphone. I'd rather you hit me in the face than on the microphone.
I had to make sure it was working correctly. I couldn't just fire it once.
All right, so we'll go ahead. We'll just keep the party rolling this way. Do you guys want 1, 2, or 3?
I want 2.
All right, we'll go with 2.
Okay.
Let's see if I can remember which was which. All right. When I was 12, my sister and I found a haunted house in the woods behind our house.
Say that again. When I was 12, I found a haunted house in the woods.
When I was 12, my sister and I found a haunted house in the woods behind our house.
Okay.
1 minute, go.
First of all, there's no such thing as a haunted house. It's not real. So you're lying.
Okay.
Why was it haunted? Tell me why.
Yeah.
There wasn't a way of determining whether or not something's actually haunted. So when my sister and I were young, we had a group of kids that were around the neighborhood, and they would come up to us and they said, "Did you know that there was a haunted house if you follow these trails?" We lived kind of out.
Oh.
Were you inside the house?
Did we go to the house?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
What did you see?
Garbage. It was definitely an abandoned house.
What did you hear?
Creaking, but
How
it wasn't.
big was the house?
We also went daytime because we were that scared. It wasn't that big.
How long had it been undominated?
If I had
unoccupied?
Unoccupied.
If I had to guess, probably just a couple years. It probably wasn't as.
And it was behind your house.
It wasn't directly behind. There were trails. We lived out in like a wilderness area in Shreveport, so we had like a bunch of woods and.
How long were you inside it?
Me, just like 5 seconds, because I was a scaredy cat. My sister, she basically tried to go through everything.
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced at all. You weren't in there but 5 seconds, so I don't think you can determine whether it's haunted.
Okay.
I'm not convinced.
I'm going to say it's a lie.
Yeah, it's a lie.
It is a lie.
Yes.
Based off of some form of truth. So technically there was a house that we did go and find. But you're right. It was nowhere haunted. The house was smaller than this room. Like
and shepherds we will be, for thee, my Lord, for thee.
Oh God.
Il nome del Padre de Fili, Spirit de Sancti.
Are you thirsty? Open your mouth.
Go the blanket.
I'm glad we put this here because Cat's posters.
I know, right?
You know what the worst part is you have to now guess whether or not the rest of it was a truth or a lie.
It's 2 truths and a lie.
2 truths and a lie. So I mean, you basically got it right. But I mean, did you though? Did I cheat?
Anyway, Bryce, you're up.
All right, do we want to go 1, 2, or 3?
Let's go 1.
Okay, number uno. I was a pimp at DFW Airport.
Get the timer ready. Okay.
Based off of his criminal record.
When do you define a pimp? Because I once called myself a professional pimp based off past jobs. So how do you say pimp?
I was wearing a leisure suit and I was wearing a purple hat with a feather in the bill.
Is your preferred method of getting the money the backhand or forward hand slap?
It would be the back.
Were
the
there
backhand.
Rings? Do you wear rings?
Yeah, I had a skull ring.
Okay. What? So you said you was at the DFW airport.
Yeah.
Were you working?
I was picking up my uncle.
Okay. So I mean, if he was being a pimp, what? So you were giving women out at the airport?
Yes.
I don't know how to answer more. I don't know how to ask more questions than that.
I think knowing Bryce, I pretty much got my answer here. What was your bottom bitch's name?
Sheila.
Sheila. That don't sound like a bottom.
To be fair, Butters was on. That's time.
Okay. I'm going to say that this one is true.
You know what? I also think it's true. It's just outlandish enough for Bryce. And you know, I don't know what Bryce does on the weekends. Like, he collects toys, but I mean, that's it.
He clearly has a life outside of filming stuff here.
All right, we're both going true. Is it true?
I dressed in a leisure suit and I wore a purple hat, but I did not have Sheila and I was not pimping anyone
It
out.
was a lie.
It was a lie.
You just spray his boat.
Son of... Why did we invite him?
I don't know.
All right.
Hey,
Yeah.
look at the table. Look who's still actually really fresh and very dry.
If we don't tell him, he may not spray us.
I'm gonna talk some crap. He's about to spray us with guns.
I know, right? All right, go ahead and spray us.
Who should I shoot first?
Him.
I don't like this idea. Oh.
I'll go you, because you're farther away. I wish I had more water. I'm going to run out eventually. I think I may have sprayed you once more than I did Jason. So I owe Jason.
You're right.
So I owe Jason more
you
later.
Go ahead and
Would you like to borrow my towel?
even it out.
You can't. This is mine.
Would you like to borrow this wet towel?
Just use that end.
All right, Jason, it's your round again. Do
All right.
we want to go with what we said 3 last time, right? So 1 or 2. I'll let you do it since you're the guest.
Let's go with 2.
2. I have been struck by lightning.
Hold on. Start timer. Okay.
When was this?
This was back in 1995.
How did it affect you?
I had a large scar across my back for quite some time.
So the scar faded.
Yes.
Okay. When you said it was in the 90s, right?
Yes.
Okay. What were you doing?
I was walking down the road with one of my good friends.
Okay. Was it in what city was it in?
This was in Dallas.
It was in Dallas, so you weren't in the military.
No.
Did you require medical attention?
Yes.
Where did you go?
They came to me.
Who's they?
The ambulance came to me, and then they took me to a hospital.
What happened?
Did you lose consciousness?
No.
How bad did it hurt?
It felt like someone hit me in the back with a baseball bat because I was running full speed.
So you didn't get full on struck. You were hit, the lightning struck and it hit you.
It hit a transformer over our heads, and as I was told, 5 streamers came down and hit the ground and me.
That's time.
Oh. He should have gained superpowers, and yet he doesn't have any.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
So I'm doubting
Or do I?
I'm doubting the veracity.
Jason does a lot in front of the camera. He just slipped up already. You know what we should have asked? Who was the buddy?
Right. Yeah. Right.
Well,
I wanted to ask another question.
Okay, so
I will not allow any more questions.
he was hit by. He wasn't.
Don't question
he wasn't
me.
technically hit by lightning. He was hit by pieces from a transformer that got hit by lightning.
Right. Right.
You know, I'm gonna go with this one's a lie. I think it's a lie.
It's semantics. Is he saying? Is he saying he required medical attention? There was an incident involving lightning. It could be true.
I feel like
it happens to people, but I would have thought we would have heard about this before.
That's the thing that I was thinking about too. Is
it's never been mentioned.
I think that it's something that should have been brought up at some point in our time. Granted, that's the whole point of the questions we kind of picked, was that stuff that we hadn't told anybody yet. So, I'm going with it's a lie. That's what I'm sticking with.
I'm hoping you're horrible at these guessing games, and I'm going to go with the other.
You're going to go.
I'm going to go with the truth.
Okay. Well, regardless, Jason gets sprayed.
Jason. So one of us is. Yeah. I'm going to go with truth.
Okay. This is the truth.
Yes. Aha! Woo! I'm getting good at this game.
All right. Just hit me.
I was trying to get him in the ear, but he kept moving. These things are not very accurate.
Oh, good. Thank God for that. Go ahead. You can spray him. You got it right.
So squirt him.
Oh, that's right.
Not me. You squirt him.
No, not me. Yeah, squirt him.
No, you squirt him because you got it right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. I do get to squirt him. That's right.
Squirt Jason.
Yeah.
This doesn't work.
Hold still. Man, I've got really good aim. I should be a water sniper.
This fool is dry over here. Also.
Now, here's the
This side of the table seems to be a water
Why do I
park.
invite Bryce to this?
No.
Yeah, he's like the human lie detector.
He's got to get hit eventually. So here's the
I
real
doubt it.
questions. So even though you picked my lie, do you think that what I'm about to say are going to be truths as well?
3.
3? Is that
Oh,
what
we
we're
should
going?
have said that all of these are subject to
Yeah.
subject to determination.
We should just call the games truths and lies. All right. I once had a gun in my face by my landlord for thinking I was a male prostitute.
Did you write this? Did you write this after I
Start.
talked about my pimp?
I think I need to call your wife and give her a warning.
She knows the story.
Are you a male prostitute?
No, I was not a male prostitute.
Why did they think you were a male prostitute?
He was drunk.
What kind of gun was it?
I don't know. It was dark.
What were you wearing?
Probably had to have been regular
that's victim
clothes.
blaming. Anyway.
To be honest with you, I think it was just like a normal T-shirt and jeans. I generally didn't change my outfit.
Did you
that much.
continue to live there after a gun was stuck in your face by a landlord?
Nah, like for 2 more days. We technically weren't supposed to be there. That I wasn't technically supposed to be there to begin with.
Did you dodge the bullet?
He didn't shoot.
You didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you pee your pants?
No.
What exactly did he say to you when he pointed the gun in your face?
Slurred words. I heard male prostitute, and then he yelled at my buddy who was next to me because he was ginger.
What was his name? I'm out of questions.
I think I'm ready to make a determination.
Oh, time's out. Okay.
Wow. Deuce Bigelow. You know, I'm gonna say I want to believe this. It sounds like it could be authentic.
This is the truth.
Yeah, I'm gonna go truth.
It is the truth.
Yes.
So
Can we do this at the same time?
Yes.
Before
Go ahead.
before you spray me,
Yeah.
That was true. I was temporarily living with somebody for about 2 weeks because I had been kicked out of someone else's house for whatever reason. They just didn't want me there. So I went and moved in with this girl briefly, and yeah, the landlord was drunk, and we were making a bunch of noise because we had some friends over. So Nick and I went out there, and he pointed a gun in both of our faces because he was like, "You're not supposed to be in here," because he didn't know I technically lived there. So he thought that she had hired like a male prostitute, and then was a ginger, and he's weird, so he just didn't like him either. He had to talk him down. So yes, it is
I probably
true.
should have told y'all more about the lightning story then.
So, you can go. Yeah, I've lost every
Let's
round.
score him first, though. All right.
Yeah.
On 3.
1, 2, 3. Point blank.
Oh.
Point blank range.
Right in the ear.
I love it that you're in the middle, so you can get it from both sides.
Oh,
How you doing there, buddy?
I'm,
Did you need the towel?
I'm wet and soaked and ready to roll.
There you go.
You need some soap?
All right.
Nah.
Bryce,
Shampoo?
you're up.
All right. Well, we went with 1 and 2. Let's just go crazy. Let's go 3.
All right, Trace. I ripped my jeans wide open in the butt area at a party.
Grab my gun because.
All right.
Okay.
What was the party?
A friend's birthday party. It was his son's. How old was I?
Yeah.
I was 35.
Okay. And were
So
other
yesterday.
so other parents were present.
Oh, yes.
Did you get mocked?
Oh, yes.
What did you do upon your pants being ripped?
I was a bit embarrassed, and I started searching for duct tape.
What was the duct tape? What
Fix
did you
anything.
do to have them ripped?
It doesn't fix that scene.
No, it doesn't.
It may not fix this water gun. It definitely won't fix your pants.
I was wrestling.
Were you wrestling a child? Or
No, I was
it an
wrestling a friend of mine
Okay.
in a
So a lot of people saw your pants ripped.
yes.
Were you wearing underwear that day?
Luckily.
He was deciding to go commando at a birthday party.
What did your kid do?
My daughter was slightly embarrassed, but she was very young, and I think she was too busy.
That's time.
Okay. This one absolutely sounds like the truth.
I know it does. It
Oh,
really
I'm
does, and I feel so bad for you. But I also don't, because clearly nothing came from that. Like you
No mercy here.
I mean, everybody's had their pants ripped.
Also,
at some
but
point.
Bryce looked for duct tape to fix this issue. That totally sounds like a Bryce thing to do.
Which is funny because depending on what duct tape it is, it's clearly not going to hide the fact that you ripped your pants.
But it will keep the vision of his underwear out of everybody else's. Truth.
I'm going to go truth as well.
Viewers at home, That was the absolute truth.
He couldn't win the entire game.
How dare you?
I'm good.
How dare you?
There you go, buddy.
We all know each other a little better. Obviously, we're not going to read out the last one. But
So you were wrestling. Was there an audible sound?
Oh yes, you could hear the pants rip,
And then immediately followed by,
and then you heard me go, oh.
and then you immediately felt a breeze.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Down under.
And then I had,
I'm
and
not
then
supposed to feel that there.
and right, and then I, and then I was feeling the wide gap, that shouldn't be there, and I'm like, well, let me go ahead and keep my back to everyone as best I can, while I request.
Still in the movie theater shuffle.
while I request some thread and needle. Anybody?
Oh.
Well, if it happens for you, I happen to have my handy dandy sewing kit right here.
I'm just trying to imagine. Was there duct tape found?
There was.
Did you actually use the duct
I
tape?
used duct tape.
Did it work?
It was crude, but it did hold my pants up. There was a lot of duct tape used in order to keep the pants up.
Oh man.
Well,
yeah, good stuff.
We all know each other a little better now. We know some lies, we know some truths, and of course we'll be playing this game with some other people as well from Super Cool Nerd Show. So if you really liked this game, let us know. Thank you for liking, comment, subscribing, and feel free to check out Alternate Heads. That's one of our other shows that we have on this network. It does involve the three of us. We are about to film that right now. So that'll be lots of fun. So feel free to check out Alternate Heads, as well as any of the other shows. And thank you for stopping by for a cup of coffee, and we will see you next time.